Hello world, WayofTime here, bringing to you another episode of EEPower. Now I went on to vanilla world, plugged in the same seed and everything, and decided to hop on to creative and look for some sort of world gen features that might lead me at least closer to a desert biome. The unfortunate thing is, there wasn't any. This entire extreme hills biome is completely ringed with, how do I explain it? Junk. It's completely taiga. A ring around this entire thing is taiga. I actually went. It took like a good half hour to find this, but yeah, taiga I do not want, and does not a good desert and cactus maker make. So what I think I'm going to have to do is eventually get a bunch more diamonds. I need some anyways. So we might as well do that. Wait, exit. Let's edit my start option and check this. Okay, it takes quarry.start. That's good, but I wanted to do something else. Ah, yes, I have to load the API. So let's move and os.load API Quarry. So this will allow me to use start whenever I feel like. And I have resume programmed in as well. But I'm not actually going to do the resume feature, since I'm actually not going to use this quarry, but pretty much a one underneath it for my remainder work. So let's do start. Ooh, actually, we're going to have to exit that. So let's put the inputs anyways. -102. Going to start at 16. An input of Z of what? I think it was 271. Anyways, I had to stop it because I remember that there's something else we need to do. Oh, it doesn't even input the direction. Let's see, 2. Oh, it doesn't need to input the direction. Derp. Okay, so let's go into Lua. We have to do dimensions. Quarry.dimensions 16, 16, and what is it? Going to make it a depth of 10 so that we just get the bottom layer. And let's resume because we already have the starting dimensions. Derp. So it'll resume it, quote unquote, since I already started it, and obviously it's in a different position. Oh, it's gonna start it way below it, or is it gonna resume the current one I have right now? Dot, 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 question mark? I'm just going to assume it knows what it's doing, but I'm going to turn it off just in case, because I'll just resume the start. Okay, I realized what was the issue. The issue was that in its eyes, since the dimensions were 10 and since the quarry didn't technically start, it couldn't actually go with its directives, so it's going to just restart it, go way down, and do a bunch of stuff. Now, let's go into some of the logistics in the fact that I can't actually find any sort of quarry. Since I can't find, cactus. Since I can't find any cactus, the only alternative that I do have at my disposal is I'm going to actually have to make a mass fabricator. Mass fabricator is going to be horrendously expensive. Ooh, biomass, not biomass. It's going to be horrendously expensive, and it's going to take a lot of effort anyways. So I'm going to have to make this stuff anyway. So I'm saying so a lot. Basically, what I'm going to need to do is find some oil and connect it directly to liquid unloader or loader or whatever the heck you want to call it. And I'm going to have to get some of the mass that way. Now let's throw... now we might as well keep our remaining charcoal because we're going to need it later. So let's make another shovel. And let's actually tidy up our inventory because we're going to get some bricks. Yes, we need bricks. So we're just going to go into our local fishing areas, get as many bricks as we possibly can, assume that our quarry is actually running optimally, and just leave it as is. Worst comes to worst, it goes completely haywire, keeping all of its stuff to itself and kind of just ruins the caves underneath. You know, not the worst, but not exactly the best thing to happen. Now, once we get as many clay balls as we possibly can, we can make some tracks, find some oil, do some refinery work, actually make a refinery and do some fun where we're not actually going to use waterproof pipes to carry everything to and fro, but we'll actually have to use our tracks and liquid tank carts. Well, tank carts, they're not actually liquid tank carts, though I'm not too sure about that. Now that's going to have a lot of logistical challenge in the fact that I want to power it with steam engines. We're going to have to use fuel for that, so that will be interesting, that's for sure. And it might take a while for the refineries to actually work. Now, we'll see how that goes, and really only time will tell. Chuckle, chuckle. And we'll also see how this quarry does by ripping holes pretty much everywhere, since it's not programmed to return upon the path from whence it came or anything dramatic like that. Would be awesome if it did, though. I might look into that. So for all the tanks that we're eventually going to need to make, we're going to need pretty much a lot of iron. Now, we only have the dust here, but I do remember, did I put my iron here? No, I must have put it in a retarded location, or else I'd be able to find it right away. There! Speaking about being retarded, we have our advanced rails, which will be useful as well. But I'm thinking 8 packs of these will probably be as much as we need. So, we're going to need pretty much a stack plus 8, so let's find that extra 8. That's where we go. And this is going to use a lot of fuel. So I'm thinking 3 will be a good amount, and we'll select that so that hopefully it will work like a charm. Now, we don't really have any use for our beeswax currently. Might be able to find a use anyways, but we might as well just keep our wooden ties working away, and we'll have an offering later and stuff like that. Yes. Anyway, so got that working pretty efficiently. Now, eventually we're going to need to make a mass fabricator if we don't want to just go running around willy-nilly trying to look for a freaking desert. What we could do... no, that won't be possible. I was thinking of getting one of those bee habitat locators and try using my Wally charms to convince it to send me to a desert. But seeing as... stupid hole. Seeing as it'll actually require to get a bee from the desert region, that won't be possible. And there's no other thing that's able to use... that has to be in a desert biome, rather, that won't work in this biome. Which is quite unfortunate, actually. Very, very unfortunate indeed. So I'll have to throw some of our junk inventory back into here. I kind of want that, thanks. Yay! That'll work. And we're going to need to make some rails. Now, we'll actually have to turn this mining well into a non-mining well. You know, something actually well. Yes. Pump. So we need this for the oil. The oil pump will pretty much be at the oil, running into a primary tank. The tank won't be anything huge, but it just be like a buffer, and we'll have Stirling engines. Ugh. Stirling engines pretty much powering the pump so that it will be working at, well, pretty much full capacity. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. But it'll be at full capacity. It'll just keep on running and running until it pretty much gets enough. Now I think this is enough for a lot of things, but anyways, we're going to need to make some valve pumps as well, which is going to require more iron than I currently have, so we're going to have to use some of our iron dust in some of our many furnace, or we can just continue using our electric furnace, which is not exactly going at the pace that I would hope for. Yes, so got that. Yeah, charcoal. Let's use the remainder of our charcoal in there. This is going to go at, it's almost done really, so we don't have to worry about that. Now the only thing we don't really need, let's see. The liquid loaders and unloaders require dispensers. And a lot of glass, so we're going to need bow, which requires string, which is going to require me going out on a hunting session, which will require food, which I don't exactly have. So we're going to have to get some more food for us later. This could work, but the raw beef could equally work. And we'll just throw the raw beef into here eventually, and that will be pretty much hunky-dory and all that. Okay, yes. Yes, we could, maybe if we throw into the macerator, we'll get some ground beef. Stupid beef. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we'll have the pump for the oil. The oil will go into a tank. The tank will be unloaded with a liquid unloader and go to a refinery, which will then be unloaded with a liquid. Well, we'll need 1, 2, so liquid unloader and loader, whichever is the case, and then a liquid loader unloader to another tank that will contain all of the fuel. I'm thinking that's pretty much how we're going to have to do things if we don't have any sort of desert. Or we could, just buckle down, go into the nether, just get a big, gigantic geothermal generator, use our pump for all of that instead. But what do I know? Speaking about what do I know, we don't exactly have much room for a chest, so we're going to have to actually make another chest. And where do I put it? I guess I'll have to put it here for now. And it's still all trying to go into here. So that's gonna go well. There's some stuff over here. Wait, it's going in there? I don't see that happening. Stupid chest. We still have a lot of this stuff. And we don't actually... Do we have any rare stuff? No, no rare stuff at all. And you probably... Oh, no, you didn't eat any of my stuff. Did you even come out? There's no secondary hole, so I doubt it. So we're still going to have pretty much a lot of cobble that might need to be voided. Wait, I saw a void pipe. So redstone, ink sac, and glass. Just saw my face. I don't know what to do. So sand. Sand I can make by rock crushing coke oven brick, which don't exactly help. A rock crusher might be nice, but I don't exactly have the means to make a rock crusher, seeing as it's going to take a lot of stuff. Now, I could macerate. That might actually be a good use of my time. Since I have so much cobblestone, it's unbelievable. And I do have a lot of energy, though I don't have enough energy to make it worthwhile. Now, here's a thought. I could see if I can just use liquid loaders and unloaders and see if the pumps actually like the nether transport system or what have you. And why do you keep on stalling, you stupid thing? Wasting all of my valuable energy like a pro all the time. Gosh, some people. We have a lot of wooden ties. That's good. We can tie together a bunch of stuff. But let's see here. That's good. We'll get our other stuff here. And we do have a lot of coal coke. So we might as well use that. Though that might be a little too much. Sort. And I'm starting to get overwhelmed with all of the items that I have to account for. So having just these 4 main chests is probably a bad thing to do indeed. So I'm gonna have to take a minute to sort myself and see what else I'm going to need for the future. I can tell you I honestly have no clue where my turtle went. It was digging here, I guess, but some reason it's not there, and furthermore, the hole that I actually dropped through is not existent anymore. So, not sure if a chunk just reloaded or something, but that's not possible since there was water here as well. This thing is just too fishy. Hey, wait, there's natural sunlight there. Oops. Okay, I still don't know where my turtle is. This is crazy. Hello? Yeah, you seem to be in the wrong place. Huh. Why aren't you actually getting through then? And you don't actually have anything whatsoever, like inventory-wise, so you dumped your inventory or something? Turtle. Sorry, it's move dot get current Y. So it says it's at 17, so what it's doing is resuming. So quarry dot resume. For some reason it went there and started to go crazy. Not sure why though. Oh, creeper, 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 get away, get away, get away. Okay, so I'm not sure why it just stopped there. There might be some sort of reason. But maybe if I actually checked, it might explain a lot more. Now, haven't actually checked the code to see why that might happen. Maybe if I just stop it, I'll just check in the code to see if it's a move to issue. Okay, it seems like one of the issues, there might be many in it, but at least one of the issues was the fact that it wasn't doing a force elevate to. So what I'm guessing happened is it got right around, let's look at around the path of destruction that it took. I'd say around here or something, it just went, okay, I'm going this way, and then it went around and went over there. So I'm guessing right under there, actually I probably don't have to guess. Yep, right here is the chest area, but not actually the height. So what it was doing, it was stuck trying to suck in non-existent fuel, which kind of does suck actually, so... Well, at least while I'm here, this is pretty much a non-explored area, so I might as well check and gather some string. Oh, hello there. And then basically go about my business. Hey, get away from my quarry, buddy. I hate you. Okay, I'm back, and because I had nothing better to do, I did some minor modifications to my quarry. I won't go into details right now because I'm not even sure if it'll actually work, but it actually compiles, and yeah, creepers are annoying, so let's just get rid of that. And see if we can go kamikaze on this creeper. Come on. That's actually very useful. Oh no. Anyways, going onwards, so this quarry has pretty much finished, so I'll just start it again. So let's see, where do we want to do it? Quarry dot start, and let's pretty much start it at the other location. -118. Hope you're writing this down. -118. 16 and 2 blarg 3. 2 blarg 3, please. 271. Okay. Oh, yeah, that'll work. Okay. So now it'll just go in my way. So it'll go to its location, go right here. Then it'll dig straight down. And what I basically changed it was so hopefully it'll either do this column and continually travel back along the same path. Now, I'm not sure if it will work 100% of the time, but we'll find out. Now, I still am finding it rather difficult to figure out what to do since the fact that I don't actually have any liquid pipes whatsoever, so it's going to be quite difficult to actually do anything. Liquid waterproofing requires the cactus, so it's going to be almost impossible for me to do it. Now, short of some sort of major miracle, such as... Oh, bloody hell. It can't be. It can't be that simple. Oh, come on! Ah, ha ha ha. Well, at least I have a use for my bees. Now, this means that I have to use the beeswax. At least I have a use for the beeswax, so... and a use for making bees. Now, that still doesn't exactly have everything that I need, but 8 waterproof pipes is a lot better than the current, 0 that I had. Now, I'm still not quite out of the woods yet. I still have a lot of work to do. In fact, I still need to get that diamond, and in case you haven't realized it by now, I haven't exactly got a diamond, so I'm going to have to worry about getting that. Now, I did get some obsidian, which a lot of obsidian actually, so I can use a bunch of that. Now, another thing that I'd want to do is peat bog or stuff. The peat bog, yes. Peat bog requires copper electron tubes, which is actually a simple thing, but I need a thermionic fabricator and I'll need the carpenter as well to make 2 of these small circuit boards. So that means I'll need 2 water and some tin, redstone. I got enough redstone as it is, so that won't be a problem. And what I'm going to do after I am actually finished through the quarry, and, well, I'm going to keep the quarry going as long as possible. There's no reason not to do that because, you know, awesomeness ensues when I actually have a quarry there, and etc. I don't even know. We're probably not going to need that much, and let's just dock everything else. But we have a method to make that refinery, and that is pretty much all I need. Now the bog earth requires water, and the peat bogs requires a copper electron tube and a small circuit board. So I need to make a thermionic fabricator. Thermionic fabricator is quite simple, so I need to get 2 sturdy casings. So that requires tin and copper. Hopefully I have enough copper. Wait, I have room in here. And let's make the remainder of the copper. And did I put away my copper dust? Yes, I did. Copper dust. Right in here, if you please. Thank you. And 2 of these. Okay, so now that I can actually make my thermionic fabricator, so let's make that right now. 16 bronze, so that will make 2 casings. There we go. So 2 casings. Now, the Thermionic fabricator requires glass, gold, and a chest. The chest I currently am lacking, but I can... Ooh, actually, that is a perfect amount and wasn't planned whatsoever. At least I'd like to tell myself that. Okay, it wasn't planned, don't worry. I'm not that skillful. So let's put this down. And the glass, the Thermionic fabricator requires a constant heat supply to be able to make its awesomeness. Yikes, I think I won't make that. So Thermionic fabricator is one of the things, and the Bogged thing also requires a circuit board, which will require, let's see, do I have any water in here? No, it requires the carpenter to actually be available, so I'm going to have to use the remaining creosote oil I have in here to make the remainder of the stone ties. That will probably require another bottle of this liquid awesomeness. Anyways, plop down my Thermionic fabricator in a location that... And of course I need a other thing. Yes. Let's take this and move it. And I don't have any room. I'm going to expand my base after this because there's no room whatsoever. And I kind of need room for all the machines so I can actually do stuff. So let's see. It's going to require copper. And it's going to take glass. So 1 piece of glass, I believe. And if we turn this on with that 1 piece of coal coke, it'll melt the glass. Once it gets to this temperature, then it'll take a lot of glass, like some of it. Let's just say some of it. And then it'll be able to make my nice little electron tube. So while that's going, and while this is almost done, this actually might get the precise amount I need. And will I be able to break it afterwards? Oh, crap. Pfft. You heard it here, folks. I swear. Unfortunately. Okay, so we're going to have to turn this off and get our carpenter to get some stuff. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... And we need water, so we're going to have to get buckets of water, or we can use our cans that we currently have at our ready. And we're going to need to get some water, so we need to go to some sort of water source, which is probably way over here. And yes, it is. Anyways, with this now in my possession, ready and everything, is this not even getting any of the energy here? Come on. It's not actually melting anything, so I'm probably getting this in an incorrect way. Owner, yes. Maybe this just isn't generating enough heat to be able to do anything, but it's outputting it. Let's see. Thermionic fabricator requires copper electron tubes, which require the copper, which I have in the precise amounts, which require glass, an amount of half per, and the Thermionic fabricator is not doing bloody anything. Maybe if I put a more vivacious supply... Oh, is that the case? Maybe. Here's my remaining redstone because I need it. I'll pick those up. And I'll throw the remaining of my junk in here. That'll be good. Let's see. You probably only require that. Putting those in. I can make the electric circuit board now. Once I fire that up with a bit of a waste, I'll make those electric circuit boards. And if we look in here, take this redstone in as one of the items that I can put in. Nothing bloody happens. Okay, that's a little stupid. Maybe I need more energy than just one of these Stirling engines to be able to heat this up to such a degree that I'm actually doing stuff. So let's actually put 2 Stirling engines. Put on 2 of these. and say, presto changeo! Yes, we're finally getting heat. So 2 Stirling engines is what is required to be able to make any of this. I'm going to need more copper. Thank you. And I'll throw this in here. And we probably made 1 circuit board so far and 2 circuit boards. Okay. Got 2 circuit boards. That's all I need here. And unfortunately, it's still going, so it's going to require a lot of more. So let's get this out of the way. And wood. Like that. And let's get some creosote oil so we're not wasting the time. Okay. Oil, please. Not the most efficient way of doing things, but considering how expensive my beeswax is, I think it's definitely preferable compared to the other stuff that I could be doing with this. Okay. Now that we got a lot of wasted stuff going along, and we got copper electron tubes, we might as well get quite a bit of this. So, another one. And how about more? You know, I don't know how much of this I'm going to use, but I might as well just go like that. Full haul hog or whatever. Okay, so that will use the remaining of the energy. This still has quite a bit to go, but I got beeswax, and it's bedtime. Chop chop cheerio. Chop chop cheerio. What the heck am I saying? Okay. Now that I have the peat bog, starting machine will be what's required. So I'll get this here, here, and here. Now that I got a peat bog machine, I need to make some bog earth to be able to continue onwards with the rest of the stuff. Now I got some cans which I'll just fill with water, but I'm going to require some more sand than I currently have. So I'm probably going to have to mine quite a bit of sand to be able to use this, and I'm not even sure which proper area would be a good place for this. Now where this actually is traversing, I might as well put this like over here, and I'm not even this is not even a harvester. What type of harvester uses gets the peat bog? Research away. Okay, I learned that something called the turbary is what actually harvests everything. So I need 10 electron tubes, which is going to be a pain in the arse to get. And how's this going? That's going well, so I won't have to worry about that. And do we actually have anything nice and supple? Actually, ooh, that's a lot of copper, which I can use. So let's place this here. And I'm going to need a lot of peat. So it's missing the resources needed, and it's missing energy. Going to also need to make a peat engine. Peat-fired engine would probably be the most efficient thing I use to power this, considering that I need peat. Also, I'm going to need to get those tin thingamabobbers, yes, and that will be most useful. So let's get some more sand and actually turn it into bog earth, and I might as well use all of these that I can since I don't have any other use currently for them. Now, a turbary is also going to require one of those fancy little electron gizmos. Yes, a sturdy machine. So I need the sturdy machine and turbary. Not a turtle, turbary. Ah, yes. 10 electron tubes, which I have, and electron circuit, which I also have. So if we put this here, and it's not that crazy of a recipe. And here we actually got a turbary. Now we're going to use this along with all of our sand and our dirt to make quite a bit of bog earth. I don't think this is actually enough to finish it, but I hope it's at least going to make a dent. I got just enough for 2 levers, which shall be enough for now. And my boots, I didn't notice until now, were destroyed. Great, so I'm going to have to make another thing. Guess I've been jumping around a little too much. Hey, I'm a happy person. I like being happy, therefore I'm a person. Or something like that. Anyways, let's go. Post these down, post these down. Start with this. With one of those, let's get that interface off. And let's see if this works. So that's required. So let's see how this works. So we're starting with 56. It's probably going to take a lot of energy before it can actually start working its magic. In the meantime, I might as well, probably should read up on that. Huh. Now it's actually consuming the energy, so it wasn't before. Now it is. Okay, so I'll just have to wait. Ah, there we go. Now that that's done, it'll probably actually start doing stuff, so... Is it done, though? Who knows? Ooh. Yep, it's starting to place the peat. So this might just be enough, it might not, but it seems like it's at a good radius of placement. Now, I'm not sure where to use the fertilizer yet, but that will probably come in due time, I might say. But it will come eventually now. Let's see, I definitely have enough of that, but... sorry for hitting that. But I don't have enough of the other stuff, so peat, bog, earth. So I'm going to have to harvest the peat somehow, and I'm going to need either... Well, stone transport pipes might be a good thing, but there needs to be some solid way to be able to get everything done. That's not going to be enough peat, bog, earth. Maybe eventually I can get the quarry to just go in like a good sand area, and that will work. But for now, that won't. So, it's working away, hopefully. Actually, I'm gonna grab a bucket, go down, and see how well it's doing, because this is actually piquing my interest quite a bit. Hopefully I don't get blown up by a creeper, because that would kind of be a little unfortunate. Creeper, going down. Geronimo, and probably be a little melodramatic and just go a little down over here instead. That's always a good sound. Oh my god! I was attacked by a zombie instead. It did not like me. Okay, it's actually working away, and this is actually the optimization that I was talking about. It digs 3 at a time, making it a lot quicker than the others. Now, I'm not sure why... Did I see lightning or something? If so, that would have been very creepy. Now, I'm not sure why it dug this part, but I guess it's probably some other form of optimization. Now, it doesn't seem like it got to any sort of diamond at all yet, which is unfortunate, but at least I got a nice little torch to light my way, because I'm special like that. Well, I think that's pretty much wraps it up for this episode of EEPower. If you like what you see, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe to future episodes. Okay, let's see. That seems like it's the only hole there. WayofTime here, signing off. Have a wonderful day.